Ola, the wooden carved girl. She came to life from the sound of joy and peace. Hi, my name is Raja, and I would like to tell you a story about a miraculous miracle. First, let me tell you about how I came to be the teller of this story. I'm a collector of cute things. Well, I love going to old antique shops whenever I travel. I like looking for unique dolls and figurines of children. I have an odd looking doll from Mexico, a cute yard statue of a little girl, and an oil painting of three sweet little children. Anyways, you get the idea. Well, for a few years now, I stopped buying these loved items because I decided to relocate. While I was away, many of my cherished finds had to be sold or given away. I kept only three that were most dear to my heart: my wood carving I named Ola, my porcelain baby named Ina, and Marina, my stone statue, which is currently in my mother's rose garden. However, when I moved, I could only take one, so I chose Ola because she fit perfectly in my large suitcase. 5 years ago, at a roadside antique sale in Spotsylvania, Virginia, I found Ola in a dirty bin. She was covered in layers of dust, but I was drawn to her sad but sweet face. I paid $5, took her home, and she has been with me ever since. Looking back, there were odd things about this carving. I never hung her on the wall. I always placed her on the floor as a part of a decorative cluster with flower pots near my fireplace or on a table near the door in front of a mirror with a vase full of flowers. But sometimes her position would change or she would be lying on the floor. I just brushed it off as my neighbor's kids were playing with her or that some visitor at my house moved her. Pa Zanzibar is a seaside village filled with little children. The sound of children playing are constant. These families here, unlike in America, have at least five children in a household. It's odd, but when they came playing, it sounds so wonderful. In America, there were few children in my neighborhood, none after my neighbors moved to California. Ola was placed on the floor near a tall lamp and a vase of flowers. She looked so peaceful. It was here in Pa that I really noticed that she was always out of place when I came home from work. On the weekends, I worked at my sandwich shop that I opened on the main road. It was about 10 minutes from my house. One day I came home early and I noticed Ola was not by my door. Once in a while, I spoke to Ola when entering. Hi, Ola. Do you need dusting? But she was gone. I screamed bloody murder when I saw Ola as a living being, slowly walking back to her spot near the door. She turned and froze. Plop! Went back to being a carving. Mama T, my neighbor, came running over to see if I was okay after letting out such a scream. I told Mama T what I saw, and I showed her that Ola, my carving, is here lying on the floor where I caught her in human form. Mama T asked me, "Where did you get that carving?" I told her about an antique sale. She said, "Maybe it's possessed. Let's wait and see if it happens again." I left that carving lying on the floor where it dropped. I was too afraid to move it. I came home early at the same time the following Saturday, and the carving was gone. I called Mama T. She came and saw that the statue was gone. We waited, and about 5 p.m., Ola walked back in the door with no key. Mama T, in a calm voice, "Little girl, where have you been?" Ola said, "Playing with the kids. They brought me back to life." "Back to life," Mama T repeated. "Why were you not living, little girl?" "I did something bad when I was on the plantation back home in Virginia." Still in a calm voice, Mama T said, "What did you do, little girl, that was so bad?" "I killed the master and his whole family for beating my daddy because he didn't pick enough cotton for the day." Daddy was sick and did not have the power to pick that much cotton that day, but he always picked the most out of all the hands on the farm. Ola was getting angry. Why couldn't they just let him rest? Those white folks were just greedy and hateful. I got tired of seeing how they treated my people, so I decided to off the whole lot of them. Don't bad breed bad. "How did you do it?" Mama T asked. "Well, I killed them by putting hemlock in the food. It worked fast too. After that, I ran to my grandma. I told her what happened. She took me to the Roots Man bio, and he turned me into a wooden carving so that no one would ever find me. He told me that only when I was in a place of peace and joy would I live again. My name is Penny Lee back then, but now it's Ola." Ola smiled and said, "So can I live now, Mama Raja, BBT?" "Oh my God," we uttered at the same time. Mama T and I just cried silent tears and said, "Of course." Ola jumped for joy. Yay! The sound of joy and the surrounding peace from the children in Pa village brought back the life of a child preserved in wood for so many years. Well, that was the end. We hope you have enjoyed listening to this dream story. Stay tuned for more Just Tales OK creations. Be a friend. Like, share, subscribe.